Hello, this is Kittens cycling in Tenerife, Spain, and today I will be cycling a place called Teno Lighthouse Coast Road, which is very famous and considered as like a hidden gem of Tenerife cycling route. And you can see here that I'm driving my car instead of cycling, and this place called Mascar. And if you only bring your bike, you have to cycle past this route when you are accessing Teno Lighthouse. But today my legs are completely spent with a very demanding cycling that I've done yesterday, about 140 kilometers, climbing the peak of Spain's highest mountain, which is El Teide. So I'm using my car to pass by that tricky route. So the usual full cycling route of Teno Lighthouse would be about 160 kilometers with a climb of more than 4,000 meters. But this time I've parked my car at the parking lot of Teno Lighthouse. So it's only about 14 to 15 kilometers. And you can see that the road is blocked for private cars and only buses and taxis can go through that barrier, and of course including cyclists and walkers. So this Tenerife, including other islands, which would be Gran Canaria and Lanzarote, is my favorite to go place during wintertime, because the whole Canary Isle is in Spain, which means everything is compatible, that I don't have to exchange my money, same euro, and I don't have to get a new SIM card. And usually you get like plenty of gigabytes for free when you are traveling within the same EU zone. And furthermore, like if you avoid a really busy time, especially during Christmas and New Year, and from mid-January and up to like March, the flight ticket is so cheap from Dublin Airport. This time I paid about 110 euros for round trip. And honestly, that's a ridiculous price because from Dublin to Canary Isle it takes really less than 5 hours. And in Canary Isle, accommodation, food, traveling, petrol, everything is much cheaper than Ireland. So every winter I come to Canary Island for my vacation. And here is one thing you need to keep in mind and be careful when you are cycling this Teno Lighthouse cycling route, is that this is a tunnel, and I think the length is not that long, and the length is about a couple of 100 meters. But inside the tunnel there are no lights and everything is pitch dark. But thankfully you can see that the pavement on the road is excellent. So when you're cycling in that darkness there's no surprises. But still you have to pay a good caution. And usually I wear my contact lenses when I'm cycling, but this time I only brought my prescription sunglasses. So I was even more nervous in the dark because I couldn't see everything clearly. However, after the tunnel, everything is so straight. You get this very good line of sight and this amazing view on your right. And of course, because as you can see, the road, everything, the view is fantastic, but it's a sheer drop of cliff right beside the road. But if you don't get too close to the edge of the road, you'll be fine. And if you just continue down the road, you will eventually arrive at this Teno Lighthouse car park. And if you are traveling with public transportation like taxis or buses, I think you have to get off there and walk. But because I'm cycling, I'm going further in to the entrance of the lighthouse. I wanted to see the inside of the lighthouse, but unfortunately the gate was closed, so I only took some pictures and head back. On this day, I was so lucky with the weather. You can see the sky, the sea, everything is crystal clear and blue. The only thing I think you have to be careful in Canary Isle, besides a volcano of course, is that this Sahara sandstorm. I actually came across the sandstorm a couple of times when I was in Gran Canaria and Lanzarote. And during the sandstorm, everything becomes so yellowish and the air is full of that desert sand. So it could be quite disappointing. And again, it's the exactly same route that I took when I was going to the lighthouse. On my way back, turning on every corner, I get these absolutely breathtaking views. And definitely this is a route that you really don't want to go fast. Just go slow and relaxed, so you can truly soak up the view of Tenerife. And you can see in the video that this huge wall of rocks is coming onto the road. And while this is amazing, there were lots of signs warning of the landslide. So I guess when there's like a tropical storm or hurricane coming in, it might be a little bit dangerous, I think. Even now when I'm cycling by these rocks, I was a little bit scared that what if those huge rocks fall onto me. And that's all for my cycling of Teno Lighthouse in Tenerife. And perhaps next time when I come to Tenerife on my vacation, I will try cycling the whole Masca route, which will be very demanding course, but I don't think it will be as hard as Langoliru or La Palma. I heard that I think the hardest climb is in La Palma. And while Masca, the whole route looks very hard and steep, it is not as hard as those famous HC climbs. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.